Welcome to the ID International Emerging Designer Awards, the 17th edition and the second time we have gone online with a virtual awards. We had 150 submissions from around the globe. The creativity, the fashion, the textiles, always with a theme of sustainability. As you can imagine, it was an incredibly difficult task for our judges to narrow it down to 41 final collections. So now the 18 esteemed judges from around the world have got to decide who the winners are. Our fashion future's in such great hands, thanks to the emerging designers and ID Dunedin.
My name is Alessandro. I originally come from Florence in Italy, and I'm currently finishing my studies in Vienna at the University of Applied Arts. Within my collection, I wanted to play with the language of fashion and all of those codes, and I therefore modified the codes and the proportion of the garments. I mainly drape with second-hand clothes. First, I deconstruct them and then put them together. Used waste plastic on Tyvek material in order to alter its properties. I like to work with irony and humor, so I decided to brand myself, my last name, in this specific collection.
My name is Chloe Christie. I was born in London, UK and grew up in Sydney, Australia. For the past 4 years, I've been studying at the University of Technology, Sydney. The collection is a fusion of the practicality of masculine pieces and the power of the feminine aesthetic. My collection Suited makes a hybrid of the two by taking classic silhouettes and fabrications and reconfiguring these through a contemporary lens. I combined bonded wool with leather and hand-cut each houndstooth to then be overstitched onto a wool base to give a classic fabrication a contemporary feel.
My name is Alicia Pires and I am from Nelson, New Zealand. I am a fashion graduate from Otago Polytechnic. My collection, Audacity to Art, is a transformation of paintings from my past and turning them into a fashion outcome. I took tulle and used it in a different manner. I built a garment around the body, so cutting pieces and almost painting it on, but instead of painting on the body, I was hand stitching. So this entire collection was hand stitched together, bar a few finishings on some of the base garments.
My name is Sydney. And I am Martina, and we are from Buenos Aires, Argentina. We studied together at Universidad de Buenos Aires. Our collection was inspired by the nomadic lifestyle and the Argentinian gaucho. We wanted to do something fresh yet groundbreaking, something you could see in the fabrics that we used and the functionality we added to each one of them. We want our collection to be modern and meaningful, making it a street-style kind of lifestyle for young people to wear and aspire to, in order for it to be comfy but fashionable and versatile, adapting to the user's needs.
I'm Anna Sarassoja, I'm from Finland.
I'm studying in Aldi University's master's program in fashion. The collection is a study of shapes and it's based on my own artwork. I draw inspiration from optical art, abstract organic forms, and biomorphic art. I also explore three-dimensionality. The garments are supported by corset boning, so they keep their three-dimensional form even when they're not worn. I also combine a lot of different fabrics, and by using transparent tulle areas, I make it possible to perceive all of the layers in the look simultaneously.
This is Justin. I'm a Taiwanese designer focused on user experience and functionalities in fashion design. In my graduate thesis project, titled Put On and Take Off, I discuss how and why we wear the garment. Based on the user experience research, I explore the relationship between fasteners and clothing structure. My purpose is arousing our consciousness to this subtle detail. Also making the process of wearing more interactive and playful.
My name is Cecilia and I'm from Denmark. This collection is my master project from the Royal Academy in Copenhagen. For this collection, I mainly use dead stock material or recycled materials. The collection is called A Soft Warrior, and the purpose of creating this collection was to create a space where men can express themselves as both feminine and masculine, and where the gender expression is not neutral but instead loaded with the strength of both sexes.
My name is Yue Shuyu. I'm studying fashion design in Donghua University in Shanghai. The generation growing up in the era of social media, how will they deal with their true selves versus their social selves? Is the inspiration of this collection. Portrait pictures are used to simulate the process of beautifying pictures before people post photos on social networks. Portrait pictures is printed on the fabric with three-dimensional texture treatment to form very abstract portrait patterns. People should love their true selves instead of following the crowd.
My name is Elodie. I was born and raised in France, but studied fashion in the Netherlands at Artis University. This collection is based on my family's proclivity to collecting. Everyone is pretty much a hoarder. For some people, collecting is about creating this micro world over which they have control. But for some other people, it's really about ostentation. So I wanted to translate this paradox through really soft material and pastel colors, but also really loud silhouettes and clashing patterns. There's like a lot of layering going on to lean into the whole compulsive aspect of collecting. As a designer and as a woman, it was important for me to reclaim girly clichés for myself and really enjoy them.
My name is Lydia, and I just completed a Bachelor of Fashion Design at Massey University in Wellington. My collection, Mother in Mode, is a poignant reflection upon my family It's a collection made up of slow fashion pieces that speak of fragments of memories. The knitted vest was inspired by my granddad's cricket jumpers, the distorted smocking by New Zealand landscapes. I was inspired by sepia, the fade and reddish brown tinge that appears in old photographs. They were designed to slow down the pace of consumption through emphasis on craft and high quality, designed with longevity and versatility in mind.
My name is Elodie. I'm majoring in fashion design in China's Dunedin University. In my project, I mainly investigated the influence of online social platforms on people's identity and image. I combine the different pattern of printing into a whole layer to echo the impression of layering presented by science and to make the design more variable.
My name is George Borry and I was born in Dunedin of New Zealand. I studied the Bachelor of Fashion Design and Technology at the Southern Institute of Technology. My collection is inspired by my oldest brother William, who lost his fight with depression at the age of 20. Through the influence of one of his favourite musical artists, Jimi Hendrix, I have tailored all of my flannelette into a thicker coat material in combination with quilted leather features. I have also used a lot of repetition. The final element I chose to add in were the rounded shapes of the ladybird insect, a spiritual symbol of William within my family.
My name is Lamrita. I'm 25. I'm from India and I did my creative knitwear design from ACM Italy. This collection is inspired by the memories of morning walks with my father. I wanted the florals and I wanted the silhouettes of the garments to be natural and poetic. So the jersey that I have used is a deadstroke jersey, merino wool. I wouldn't call it a collection. I think this is a poem that I dedicate to my father and the simple joys of my life.
My name is Esther. I'm from Prague, Czech Republic, and I moved to London to study fashion at Ravensbourne University. This collection, Unreal City, explores the suit as a cornerstone of traditional clothes making. The purpose of this collection is to change perceptions of traditional men's suiting. I also seek to deconstruct long-standing notions of masculinity and femininity, bridging the gulf between men's and women's tailoring. About 70% of the collection is made of 100% wool, which I believe is one of the most sustainable materials to work with. I want to make the wearer feel the time spent on each garment and make them appreciate the craft. It is my manifest against fast fashion and headless consumption.
I'm Caifeng Zhou. I'm from Taiwan and I'm studying fashion styling and design communication at Shivulio University. My work is Goldfish Unknown. modern people live like goldfish because we often care too much about what others think. We will be like goldfish, trapping in a fish bowl.
My name is Karel Martinez Flores. I'm 24 years old, and 5 years ago I moved to Florence to study fashion design at Polimoda. My graduated collection is called Latin Lover. The aesthetic was influenced by the subculture called Los Cholos. They were Latin immigrants. In the prints, I tried to recreate the graphical aesthetic of the subculture. Jacket made by wool, by cotton. For the shoes, upcycle the materials and recreate the new ones. What I would like to bring with my collection, the unifying thought that we celebrate who we are, we can celebrate our race, we can celebrate our roots.
My name is Aina Hill. I've spent the last 4 years studying at Massey University in Wellington. Making long-lasting clothing is not the same as making clothing last. My collection is a response to this, with garments that have proven to withstand the test of time, such as the black dress and the white shirt, combined with adaptable pieces that encourage the wearer's creativity. By combining timeless pieces with multi-wear adaptable garments, I aim to inspire consumers to commit to garments for life and to think more creatively about the clothes they already own.
My name is Jennifer Mileda. I was born in Austria and I've been studying at the University of Applied Arts in Vienna. My collection, Flora Magnifica, features a surreal world based on the concept of the Russian wooden doll Matryoshka. I brought two things together, the plastic, the synthetic, and on the other hand I worked with real flowers and blooms. I worked with the botanical ink of real flowers and blossoms. I want to start a critical dialogue with Flora Magnifica and want to make people think about the ongoing climate crisis.
My name is Grace Kelly. I studied my Bachelor of Design majoring in Fashion Honours at the Queensland University of Technology in Brisbane. My graduate collection is named Elodie, which in Greek philosophical terms means form. I identified 4 pillars, which really guided my whole collection's direction. Asymmetry, which really embraces imperfections. Structure, to give purpose and form. Silence, which focused on minimalistic qualities and really focusing on the small, intricate details. And fluidity, so keeping a continuous, intricate, inquisitive mind.
My name is Jing. I was born in Hainan, China, and I moved to New Zealand when I was 13. My collection is simulation annexation intends to expose and confront the institution of marriage. My intention is to disrupt this market and question what a spider wear today. I aim to shift occasion wear towards something that aligns with the modern social climate. Show people that they can recontextualize old materials to create something entirely new.
My name is Marina. I was born in Ukraine and I was raised in Israel. My work is inspired by Chinese Buddhism. The garments are hand-knitted mohair. Each of them represents one of the elements that forms a story of decay and regrowth as a critique for our society that is formed by capitalism and consumption. Going back to ancient beliefs and combining that with our technology can make an amazing impact on our world. And I hope that this collection can be a part of this amazing movement.
Hi, my name is Gisela Candy. My brand is Similar Difference. I studied fashion and textile design and innovation at UTS. When making this collection, I was inspired by acts of deviance, the idea that nothing is wrong until an outsider judges it to be so. The collection is actually 80% wool, and I used algae-based screen printing paste. Design should be a celebration of creativity, individuality, and innovation.
Hi, my name is Suzy and I study in Chichen University Fashion Design Department. This collection was inspired by my parents and my hometown. Most of the residents are dependent on farming and they live a simple lifestyle based around family and working together.
My name is Jordan Harris. I was born in Nelson and grew up there and moved to Wellington 5 years ago to study a Bachelor of Fashion Design at Massey University. I decided to embrace the freedom of the androgynous style and its gender-neutral clothing. I wanted to introduce a convertible or modular aspect to my collection to encourage a sustainable behaviour and lengthen the life of a garment by providing multiple forms in one. The loose fit and silhouettes of the designs allow for multiple size options, with ties on the waistband of the trousers and skirts to tighten or loosen the fit. I want my collection to normalise a genderless and modular approach to clothing, encouraging minimal consumption while separating clothing from biological sex.
My name is Karissa and I've been studying at the University of Technology, Sydney, and recently finished my honours degree in fashion and textiles. My collection is a personal journey into the history, tradition, and memories of generations of my family to transport the past into the present with references that straddle two worlds.
I used a mixed media approach, combining hand-generated techniques including stitching, embroidering, patchworking, dyeing and screen printing with digital manipulation. My collection, Where Are You From?, is about uncovering and conveying what it means to be someone of multiple cultures, celebrating the myriad beauty of the Asia Pacific.
My name is Taylor Groves. I studied at Massey Uni in Wellington.
I'm Emma Cornell. I went to Massey in Wellington.
My work in the collection was inspired mostly just by coming out of uni and wanting to just push myself to move beyond the work I made at uni.
It was kind of a progression of what I had done at uni, but kind of trying to figure out how to do that without the machinery that we had at uni. Implementing different types of techniques as well, like more dyeing, and just kind of a collaborative process. I think we were just really lucky to have the opportunity to do a show within the current climate.
Trying to do something sort of fun. It was public and free.
My name is Kerry. Last year, I completed my honours program in design, fashion and textile at the University of Technology, Sydney during COVID and lockdown. My collection, Object Trouvé, is made entirely from waste, sourced from reverse garbage, and I've linked my narrative to my collection in the found object, continuous zip, waistband facing, and hook and eye, and I've given them a second life. The collection is neither male nor female. My vision for my collection is waste in fashion on the world stage.
Hi, I'm Crystal Roberts. I'm from Cromwell, New Zealand, and I studied at Massey University. Rethread was born out of a desire to encourage the reuse of existing materials. I set a challenge for myself to upcycle the entire collection out of secondhand denim. Through a process of cutting, wire brushing, washing and layering these strips of denim, I created a textile that mimics fur. I also created denim mesh, taking traditionally stiff denim, strategically slashing, cutting and layering it until it becomes delicate and drapeable, ultimately creating one-off artisanal pieces that could never be remade identically.
My name is Minion and I was born and raised in Taiwan, and I majored in fashion design at Shijin University. I used military uniform from World War II as my design foundation. I used the zebra stripes, creating a vertical camouflage.
My name is Olivia Rubens and I'm from Ottawa, Canada. I'm submitting my master's collection called Duplicitous Lives, which explores what it means to be a woman and how we construct ourselves to become who we are, who we think we are. I stand for embracing our differences and battling the injustices of bullying and prejudice. I want this collection to be a significant step towards positive and circular business models. I source with very high, rigorous standards, making sure that all my fibers and farmers are ethical and responsible. Also upcycled dead stock garments from stock floors. This collection, what all my collections do, is to bring up taboo discussions and discourse surrounding things we might take for granted on a daily basis so that people can have important conversations.
Hi, my name is Lorna Ryan and I was born in Dunedin, New Zealand. I graduated from Otago Polytechnic in 2020 where I studied a Bachelor of Design and Fashion. My collection is called New Zeal and it is an entirely zero waste collection. I used 100% natural fibre fabrics and used biodegradable elastic fabric ties and wooden buttons to close my garments. I also use non-fusible cotton. This means that my collection is biodegradable and won't release microplastics when washed. The green colour palette is inspired by patchwork fields seen from plane windows when flying over New Zealand. New Zeal strives to quash the idea that sustainable fashion can only fit one aesthetic and one target market.
My name is Suzy and I'm a recent graduate from the University of Technology, Sydney. I was born in China and I grew up in Australia. This collection pretty much narrates my bicultural upbringing. I incorporated a mixture of Eastern and Western tailoring techniques. 95% of this collection made from wool, the remainder 5% from dead stocks. My collection is a transseasonal collection that seeks to elevate everyday garments by carefully considering its cut, fabrication, and details.
My name is Liu Yuwen. I major in fashion design in Shenzhen University. My graduation collection is called Revolution Orbiter. I started studying about the universe and the planetary orbits. Try to find a relationship between the gravity, balance, universe, and the clothes. I use steel material. Clothes are all tight-fitting. The straps are used to present the feeling of gravity.
My name is Sahil Chaudhary. I am from India. I completed my bachelor's in design degree from NIT Hyderabad. The collection takes inspiration from menstruation and different aspects of it. The journey of Labyrinth started when I came across a news headline that a 12-year-old girl committed suicide just because of menstrual shame. I've used different techniques like finger knitting, hand knitting, crochet, linking, etc. Yarns are the heart of this collection. These yarns resulted in different tactile surfaces which directly or indirectly represented different views of genitalia. Nobody else sees it. Nobody else wants to see it. Only she can see the beauty in her blood.
My name is Romana and my collection is called Coding Paradise and it focuses on the functionally sustainable character of clothing and how it can adapt to human needs through transformation. I created a fictive scenario of a group of hackers that are traveling to Hawaii for a convention and want to change their clothes right away. Polynesian exoticism meets the conventional hacker wear. I worked with secondhand garments to create prototypes. So I basically hacked the clothing. I want to show a new approach on innovative sustainability through convertible and transformable fashion.
My name's Oscar King, I'm from Melbourne, and I've been studying my honours year in fashion design at RMIT. My collection Fluid explores queer selfhood during the time of COVID-19. My digital work is born from this initial research. Physical garments were created in accurate correlation to the digital content. They each present different silhouettes, textures, and geometries in non-gendered outcomes. And they're also a practical manifestation of the potential for slow fashion to be prototyped accurately digitally and then made to order, with significantly reduced waste. Fluid emphasizes the capacity for a digital fashion practice to align seamlessly with pre-existing fashion practices and celebrates non-traditional narratives that can reflect the lived queer experience.
My name is Sarah. I grew up in Austria in a very small village in the mountains. From very early on, I felt a strong connection to nature and traditional craftsmanship. My work is aiming to create fully knitted garments that are taking into account nature's principles and traditional craftsmanship to really give back value and time to the garment. I especially use recycled materials, but I also really love to use raw materials and really start at the beginning with the raw material to really feel the connection between my imagination and reality.
My name is Talia Leslie. I went to Pratt Institute and graduated from there in 2018. This collection is a compilation of stories of immigrants. It's an ode to all immigrants because it takes a tremendous amount of bravery, resilience, and strength to even, get up the courage to do something like that. In the collection, there's a lot of, strong silhouettes, a lot of color, a lot of drapery. Even the textiles in which I use a lot of laser cutting and fabric bonding is all in relation to the stories that they told me. They felt empowered and felt seen, which is ultimately the goal of the collection.
My name is Shivulio. I'm a postgraduate student majoring in fashion design from Donghua University in Shanghai. In China, 拆迁 means demolition, changes in the old and new eras. The most classic and beautiful color in Shanghai is the red bricks. This collection is made of Australian wool because I want to bring something warm and soft to you. Rather than being displayed in a museum as a work of art, I hope my collection has practical and a little fashionable modern style.
My name is Taylor and I'm a recent graduate of Otago Polytechnic in Dunedin. My graduate collection, Tangible, is influenced by the sense of touch and its relationship to our emotions and the relationship between fabric and form. I've used a lot of cutouts in places, playing with weight, having a lighter knit with silk mohair versus a very heavy traditional hand knitted piece. Many of the details are placed to create an experience for the wearer as much as the viewer, so pin tuckings inside the pocket. I wanted to create a collection that was a conceptual exploration but also commercially desirable and versatile.
My name is Sally Jackson and I'm a designer from Sydney, Australia. I have just finished the 4-year fashion and textile degree at the University of Technology, Sydney. My honours collection, The Bowerbirds, explores the process of deconstructing pre-loved garments and reclaimed materials to create exciting and unique wearable forms. Prints, patterns and embellishments have been pushed into the limits of sensory overload, aiming for a disruptive camouflage that subverts the distinction between waste and high fashion. I hope my collection can inspire people to continue solving the fashion waste issues by buying less, repairing their loved garments and recycling fashion to extend its life.
My name is Margarita and Jing.
And my name is Cristina and Jing. We are fraternal twins born and raised in the Dominican Republic, and we are New York based. This is what inspired our collection, our identity as twins. And we name it 2x1, split identity or personality, different but same. In this collection, the prominent colors that we see are blue and pink, which is the representation of us as one individual. We also included a grading system of patterns to explore nature versus nurture, which is a process of turning base size patterns into additional sizes of the body's measurement and the creation of shapes. Our collection is a projection of ourselves as twins and as one individual.